Okay, welcome to a video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter O'Neill and I've been up buying at the charity shops. And you know what? I've discovered a gem that, well, I'd say should be in a museum, but already is in more than one museum, including the Victoria and Albert Museum and the Cardiff British Museum. So we've had a couple of really good buys, and stick around and you find out what they are. So I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and I sell everything on AntiquesArena.com. So shall we get started? Today's a haul video, and I'm going to share with you some of my charity shop finds, and then I'm going to show you the gem, and then we're going to have a look at some of the paperweights I bought in Malvern. Absolutely beautiful. So we start off. It was an absolute stormer of a day at the charity shops. Start off with this piece. Now, if you're an antique dealer, you already know what it is. It was £1. And this, a lot of you would look at that and think, I haven't got a clue. It is Glyn College. Denby Pottery, Glyn College. It was £1. Absolutely beautiful bit. Yeah. £1. That's like £35, £45 for a good sized tankard like that for Glyn College. Then I also bought this. Now look at that for Art Deco. Is that not just absolutely stunning? You got this beautiful Art Deco shape, and look at that sun coming down here with the rays or sort of sunburst. It's double-sided. It's got the same pattern both sides. It's only stamped England to the base. You can see that, England. Beautiful, beautiful Art Deco pottery jug. Or it is a jug, because there's a hole in the spout there for it to come out the top here. All right. But it wouldn't surprise me also if it was just a vase. I don't know if it would have had a lid. It could have had a lid and been a teapot, in which case it's extremely rare, but I've no lid. But look at that for Art Deco. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know who's made it yet. I can't tell you a lot other than it is sort of 1920s, 30s. It's right at the peak of the Art Deco movement, and it is English, and it is beautiful. Whether it had a lid or not, I don't know. That will affect the value. So is it a jug? Is it a teapot? Is it a vase? Not 100%. Either way, it cost me £2.50. I know, £2.50, and it is an absolute gem. It's going to be north of £50 no matter what, as you see it now. So that is absolutely fabulous. Then we bought this for, again, another £2.50. And it's a lovely piece. Look at that. Reminded me of a Clarice Cliff design with the house. Oh, there's that orange roof. Now it is signed. Now, as you know, with my dyslexia, I can't read joined up writing. But I done my research and I found it. Take a look at this. And it is the Fierick Studio Pottery. Am I sharing? Let me just double check. Am I sharing the... hang on, just double check. Yes, I am. So it's the Fierick Pottery. And watch this. They happen to have a video where they are opening up very, very similar vases that they've just made in 2020 or 22. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? So I've actually found them actually making the vases, or very similar vases to what I've got. Now, I don't know how old this one is, but clearly they're still making this design or very similar design to it. Value, I don't know. I haven't been able to find out what they sell them for yet, but I would imagine it's £20, £25, £30, something like that. So again, a nice little thing. But I love handmade items. It's signed. It's got everything you want. Are you getting teased yet, waiting for the rare piece? It's coming. Then I bought this. Look at that size on this. Normally, you find dolphins and they're that big. Look at this. This is Blue Mountain Pottery of Canada. And it is 18 inches, 2 foot tall or long. and it's in absolutely lovely condition. No chips or cracks. Nice, big dolphin. Walked into the charity shop, and I'm not kidding you, this was just at the entrance like that. Right as you're coming in through the door, every single person could see it. The charity shop was full and nobody's picked it up. £3. Large one like that, got to be 40 quid. No problem whatsoever for a large dolphin like that, maybe even a bit more when I do the research on this one. I haven't researched it because I know exactly what it is. It's just Blue Mountain Pottery of Canada. And it's a very large scale. Snowball, come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. What are you barking at? Snowball. Enough. Somebody's in the turning point. I am sorry about the dog. But she's not an outie dog. She's a house dog. Isn't it, babes? You do live in the house. Yes, come in then. Come in. Come on. Say hello. Come say hello. Look. Say hello. Ooh. Okay, so I got one more, sorry. This one is probably the poorest piece I bought. But I bought it because I loved the puce color. I loved the hand-painted design. It's very retro. It's by Arthur Wood. And you sort of got this sort of retro, mid-century modern coffee pot. And I just loved the pattern and the shape. And it was £2 whole. You know, it's a £20-25 coffee pot. No problem at all. So I'm happy with that. But shall we get on to the rare piece? That's what you've all waited for, I know. Now, I'm going to give you a clue. Well, that's what I've paid for it. And the set's a £5. It is not a complete set. But I do have the rare piece. I'm going to show you this first, and then I'm going to show you the research. That isn't signed. So the charity shop have done, picked it up, gone, there's nothing on it, I don't know what it is, and chucked a £5 on it. However, if they'd actually looked, everything they need to know is on the cups. I've got 2 cups and 1 saucer. Unfortunately, that's all I've got. So I've got a cup and saucer and a teapot. So I've got tea for 1. And I'm not sure if that cup is supposed to be a sugar bowl because it is totally different shape. So it could have been a sugar bowl, maybe. Handled sugar bowl. Anyway, it is by a lady known as Morgan Hall. And let's have a look at the research. So, Morgan Hall, born in 1960, born in the United States, spent her early years in Scotland. She trained in ceramics in the 80s at Gray's School of Art, Aberdeen, and followed by an MA, whatever that is, in Cardiff, where she lives and works. She's always been committed to the production of tableware intended for everyday use with playful forms and lively decoration. Anyway, the decoration uses coloured slips and paper stencils between 1998 and 2001. Research fellow in Cardiff, Morgan Hall, I can't even read that word, investigated ways of combining more industrial methods. Anyway, she's been awarded awards, right, and so forth. There's another one here. You'll have to excuse my dyslexia. It is hard sometimes doing this with dyslexia. But there's all the different stuff that she made and the years she made it. So I can research it up. I then done some searching. This is a set in the Victoria and Albert Museum, the V&A. There she is. There's a picture of her there. And then if you come across here, look at that. Visit the Cardiff Museum. And what do they have in Cardiff Museum? You can scroll down here and look at that. There's a full tea set there in Cardiff Museum. Now, she's been given awards She's had countless awards and exhibits all over the country. And as I say, pieces in the Victoria and Albert Museum and pieces in the Cardiff Museum, and none up for sale now, currently. I did find one dish that sold for £150 for a single dish. And I found a teapot that sold as a part of a job lot out of an auction a while ago for £250. So value, I have no idea at the moment. I need to do research, but there's none available. So you got tea for one with an extra cup or bowl in perfect condition by Morgan Hall, who is a very, very sought after, unfortunately deceased artist now. I think when did she die? She died not that long ago. When did she die? Morgan, born 1960, died 17th of February 2016. Am I still sharing? No. Nee. So she was born 60, died February 17th, 2016. She taught for many years at Cardiff Open Art School. So she even had her own website. But everything you want to know is on there about this lady. And it is a seriously great find at a charity shop for a whole £5. It's certainly going to be in the three figures, but where in the three figures, I don't know yet. So a lovely, lovely find there. What a gem. So I also said I'm going to share with you some of the paperweights I bought in Malvern on the weekend. Now, I was going to do a paperweight video, but when I took them out the box finally to start listing them, they were pretty much all, there was only like 4 or 5 different varieties, all different colors and things, but they were like all Perthshire PP1s or all Perthshire PP2s or all Strathearns. So I got a mixture of Strathearn, Murano and Perthshire, but there wasn't enough variety of them to do their own video like the last video I done. I done a paperweight video recently, but these are all very similar paperweights. So if I share and we come across, I'm going to show you the paperweights. So I paid £400 for 28 paperweights, but they're all pretty much very, very similar in style. So it wasn't worth me putting them into a video on their own, because by the time I talk about one, you know everything about them all. They're all pretty much, or mostly, now they're mostly radial twists like you get there with different amounts of canes and so forth, all Millefiori, and then you come across this one, beautiful little swirl or spiral paperweight. Another Murano there. So the last one was Murano, this one's Murano. Perthshire PP1s. That was quite a nice one. I think that was a PP10. So some real nice paperweights in there. That was a close pack, but they're all pretty much the same thing. So there was no point. That one I think was a Murano. There was no point, and that's a Strathearn, doing a video just on their own. There wasn't enough variety. So what I'll do when I do the rest of the paperweights, because I had 28 of them and that was 12, as I do them, I'll just tag them on so you can see them at the end of other videos. But I am buying whatever I find. Somebody asked me, is there a reason I'm buying so many paperweights at the moment? And the answer isn't that I got a heads up of what's going to skyrocket in the future or anything. It is simply whatever presents itself. And when you buy in Perthshire, Strathearn and Murano paperweights of that quality for basically £13, £14 each, it's silly not to buy them, especially when you got big 3-inch PP1s in good condition. So anyway, charity shop. The Art Deco vase, it's stunning. The Glyn College, amazing. You know, even the big, massive Blue Mountain Pottery Dolphin, you know, it's not spectacular, but it's good gear. So yeah, it was really nice. Went for a day out around charity shops, and it was very surprisingly very good. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now. Oh, hang on. Let me finish off with this.